Alright guys, Simon here. We're playing Assassin's Creed 1 and we are going to Jerusalem. Okay, the game's lagging. Okay, it stopped lagging. Okay. So we're going to Jerusalem, and as with Acre, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go into the city and have a look around and do all the optional things and actually all the prerequisites for the quest as well. And then after we've kind of looked around the city for a bit, then we do our architecture tour, then we do our assassination. Are all these people running away from the city? Anyway, these guys look really poor. Look at them, they're just kind of wearing rags and all that. Hey, here we go. So this is Jerusalem. I don't know who's controlling it at this time. Maybe we'll find out when we get there. There's like a cemetery. You see that? There's a cemetery at the front. There's a giant mosque there. I think it's a mosque. Actually, it might be the temple. I wonder if the Temple Mount is here. Huh, there's like a little bit of the city off there and a little bit of the city off there. That might be the Temple of Jerusalem. Cool. Wait, isn't Jerusalem by the sea? Where's the sea? I don't even... Oh, wait, no, it's not by the sea, my bad. Wow, I'm so bad. No, Jerusalem's inland, my bad. No, Acre was by the sea. Jerusalem is definitely not by the sea. I take that back. Alright, well, let's just go down there. And we'll save the Google Maps for after we've had a look around on foot. What's going on here? Are these guards? Witness, you're being watched. I know, why is the game telling me that now? Is this guy a Templar? Is he a Templar? Do I kill him? Is that what I do? Do I kill him? He's not a Templar, is he? Why is he here? Why am I stabbing him? He's not a... I'm being watched, be mindful of your actions. How does he know that the guy just died behind him?
Wait up.
Alright. That's not gonna help you. Alright, so these two guys are not Templars, okay. So I kinda killed them for no reason, but that's okay, because I'm an assassin. That's what I do.
Careful. I could have been hurt.
Alright, so let's jog down here. Yeah, I know.
Please be careful.
I like how the game makes a point of that. I mean, me being somebody who's familiar with, you know, architecture and I'm interested in architecture, I do it myself, right? You know, I was up there on the cliff looking down at the city. So if you're one of these people who just play games head first and you know, aren't too aware of the surroundings, and the game kind of forces you to look at the city every time you walk up to one. It's kind of funny. It's like, hey, we put all this work into building this thing, you better look at it. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of soldiers outside the city here. You see that? You see all these guys? I wonder what they're there for. Possibly just decoration. So again, we can sneak our way in, or climb our way in to the city, I think. So these guys are there. We can climb our way in quite easily. Let's just go into the cemetery here. This might be significant. Oh, there's a guy being beaten up inside there. The scholars. So you have to save the scholars from being harassed by the local soldiers, and then you can blend with the scholars to get inside. It's the same in every city. See that? Save citizen? Oh, we can't go that way.
You follow a false god.
No, you follow a false god.
I've
Here, he's your false god, fool. Wow. I was just spamming and it just did that. That was efficient. Hey.
He's not the last of them. I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a
Alright.
kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it. There's a murderer loose.
No, I just killed them, bro. Like, this game actually helps you quite a lot. Like, you can just spam and then Altair will do most things himself. Although sometimes you kind of stick to ladders and stick to ledges and whatnot, even when you don't intend for it to do so. But yeah, it really, really helps you a lot, this game. It's a lot of hand-holding. Although that's a good thing though, because, you know, trying to run around a city with a keyboard and mouse is not the most easy thing to do.
Have you gone mad?
Yeah. Like, you know, Portal 2 helps you a lot, and Trine 2 helps you a lot in contrast to Trine 1. And Trine 2 is much better than Trine 1 because of that. So it's actually a good thing
Come no further.
when the game helps you a bit with things. You know, with controls. Well, actually no, it depends. Like, some games are skill based. But even then, I'm like thinking about fighting games. I don't know how many of you guys are aware of fighting games. But even like newer fighting games like... Okay, let's just do this first. Alright, let's come on, die. Alright, there we go. Finish him.
Thank you, boys. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
Alright, so saved him. Good. Good. Can we walk away now? Like, the camera's kind of just locks you in. Oh, can we go now? Yeah, so like fighting games, like Street Fighter 4 came out kind of recently, 2009 I think. And like compared to previous incarnations of Street Fighter 4 is a lot easier to play in the sense that the controls are not as tight. You know, you don't have to be as exact with the controls to do stuff. So I mean, even fighting games that depend on execution. Like newer games are, you know, making it easier to control. Just interesting. Ah, hey, there we go.
Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me. I owe you my freedom.
I mean, the thing with fighting games is it's competitive, right? And I guess even games like Dota, or, you know, games like StarCraft. Like, StarCraft 2, again, like, with StarCraft 2, the controls are kind of easier than StarCraft 1 as well. And so that's like a strategy game, right? And they allow the AI to auto-manage more things in StarCraft 2 than StarCraft 1. But because those things are competitive, no matter how much the computer helps you,
You don't understand.
there will nevertheless be things that the computer doesn't help you. And so there's always a difference between a good player and a bad player.
Understand your pain.
Or
What you
actually
lack, you
no,
will
I think they're right.
provide. All
Can you
that
guys
is
shut
asked
up?
is an honest day's work. A small sacrifice for great rewards.
Actually, I should take that back. So
You need no longer go without.
just because the
Any
computer
man
helps you
willing
with
to work can have
simple
his due.
things,
Come,
it doesn't mean
speak
that
with me.
the
Let me
game's
tell
not
you what
difficult
Talal can
still.
offer.
It doesn't mean
The
there's
comforts of a fine
no
life can
longer
be
a
yours.
skill curve, as it were.
These are
Because
troubled
there are still a lot of things
times in
that
which
you
we
have
live.
to do yourself,
Food is
right?
scarce, money tight,
But
it need not be this
you know, the
way.
game is no longer really
There are
testing you on
opportunities for those
on the really
with the courage
finicky
to seize
things,
them.
but rather it's testing you more
You
on
need no
broader
longer go
strategy
without.
maybe,
Any man
or
willing to
higher
work
level
can have his
control
due.
than
Come, speak with
than the
me.
small
Let me
things.
tell you what Talal can offer. The comforts of a fine life can be yours.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there, and I'm not really talking about this game anymore. That is the Temple of Jerusalem, look at that. You can recognize that too. But I won't look at it just yet, we'll look at it later.
Go without. Any man willing to work can have his due. Come, speak with me. Let me tell you what Talal can offer. The comforts of a fine life can be yours. Who knows what the future holds? What tragedies tomorrow may bring? Defend against an uncertain future. Protect the ones you love. Work hard and you will be rewarded. Talal provides.
Talal? Who's he talking about? I guess he's the one we're supposed to kill here. Let's follow him to a secluded spot and then punch him a few times. Yeah, I mean, I understand people's complaint that this game gets repetitive. Because every city is basically the same, you just kind of do this every single time. Is this secluded enough? I think this is secluded enough. Alright, punch him.
You'll pay for that! Someone needs to end.
Okay, apparently that's not secluded enough.
I have nothing to say to you.
Speak to me or speak to God. It's your choice.
You won't stop the work he does. Cannot stop it.
Stop what? What work?
He prepares them for the journey.
Journey where?
They are held in his warehouse. And when the time comes, they are sent to Akka.
Where's this warehouse? And why Akka?
Talal tells me what I need to know. Nothing more. It is safer that way.
For him, perhaps. Though not, I fear, for you.
Pwned. Who are these guys? Alright, so now he just told me about Talal holding slaves in a warehouse to be shipped to Akka. And we were just at, well, Acre. We were just at Acre earlier. And we killed that guy already, and he was using these people to build an army of mind-controlled people, apparently. It's all very elaborate, isn't it? Whoa, don't punch them. Use a sword. Oh, hey, who else? Who's next? That's not good. Oh.
This is a waste of my time.
Two left. What? Alright, last one. There we go.
Thank you. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
Yeah, so you know, like this game helps you a lot with the parkouring. I mean, climbing basically involves you. Oh my. No. Like climbing a tall building basically involves you holding the right mouse button and holding forward, and then Altair just climbs everything himself. So you know, in that way, it's quite automated, right? It's like you might think, well, that's pretty low skill then. Well, but the game is not about you climbing, like, you know, not about you manually climbing buildings. The game is about you choosing where to go. Like that's where the game is. So, you know, so then the game designers choose to automate the actions, but then they ask you to choose where to go, and that's the challenge. Does that make sense? So that they're choosing to test some things and not others. Like the combat, for example, there's no automation. You have to do everything yourself.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Where is the one responsible?
I mean, with combat, you can spam. It's not quite as effective if you spam. It's slightly more effective if you you know, pick your timings and do things correctly. So, oh crap, I can't get up there. So, you know, they're again,
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
they're very careful.
Turn around and go away.
They're very careful about, you know, just how difficult it is and just where the difficulty
He
is.
lost his mind?
So, you know, if you time your counter attack, then combat's really easy, like, or combat's really effective. If you carefully time the counter attacks. Leave this place, did you say? You said something to me? Oh hey, my first flag.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
No. There we go. I'm going up there, right? Yeah.
Who did this?
So you know the game, yeah, as I'm trying to say when I'm not being interrupted, like the game designers very carefully calibrated the actions that you have to do to achieve certain things. Whoa! Don't do that! Don't do that! And as a game designer, I guess you should ask these things, like, you know, what exactly am I asking the player to do? And if I'm asking the player to do those things, does that mean I should automate the other things? And the answer is probably yes. The answer is probably yes, because if you don't automate the things you don't want the player to spend a lot of time on, then the player's gonna be distracted with these other things instead of playing the game that you want them to play, you know? Let's say there's an archer there, there's a tower there. Can I make that jump? No, I can't. I can make this jump. And then I can probably make this jump. There we go. I'm trying to think of a game where they did it wrong. It has to be a really bad game, I guess. What's a game where they really did it wrong? What's a game that didn't really work that I've played? Well, I guess maybe like Trine 1. I mean, it's not that bad, Trine 1. It's actually kind of good. It's just, you know, there are plenty of moments where, I guess with the swinging and, you know, using the thief and swinging around and the combat, I guess the combat is the thing. Like, you want to make a puzzle game. Whoa! Don't. What do you? You want to make a no ego vision. So you want to make a puzzle game, right? But the combat ends up being really spammy, like, because that's the most effective way to fight. So then the player spends a lot of time spamming in combat rather than solving puzzles most of the time. So in that way, the game design kind of, or the game mechanics got in the way of the game design. Wait a minute, wasn't that a flag? Oh, there it is. Yeah, the game mechanics got in the way of the game design because the game design wants the player to solve puzzles, but actually there's another guy back there. I should go back there first. See there? Hey, we're actually in the rich district this time. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so the game design wants the player to solve puzzles, but then the game mechanics forces the player to be distracted by the combat. That's not very good. So you don't want to do that. So in a way you want to just make the combat easier, or maybe even eliminate it, or just be very, very careful about where you put the combat, so that it doesn't distract from the puzzles, you know?